All right, tubers, Jeff Lindsay in the garage, Sunday morning, April 22nd. And we moved in our storage table out of the other room and covered it up with some old canvas material we had. Help soak up some of the mess that comes off of this motor as we tear it apart. We got the car, the subframe and the rear end just moved over out of the way. We got plenty of floor space to move around, bring our tools over here. The plan is to make us a little pickup plate to mount to the manifold. We'll lift it up high enough and get it up on the engine stand that way. The other thing is I've had this little impulse sealer for years. I've got a box of bags, so as we go, we'll bag all of our bolts so we'll know exactly what they are: flywheel, bell housing, torque converter, and we'll just keep going like that. And that would have been a really good idea from the onset with this car, but just didn't know, didn't have a clue what we were doing when we got started. So but we know now. So that's kind of what we're up to this morning, and we will definitely keep rolling on this. We'll put up the tripod and we'll video some of this as we go and then try to speed it up. I have not tried that yet. I know it can probably be done. I know a lot of people do that. So we'll see what we can do, and if not, we'll just make 2 videos or 3 videos, whatever. This won't be anything that you probably hadn't seen somebody else do, but it'll be the first time for me in probably 30 years or so that I have torn down anything of any significance as far as automotive stuff. So we'll definitely let you look at it as we go. We'll bring you along. Hope that holds. And look at that. Yes, sir, that's how you weld. Right there. Welding 101. Push, pull, it don't matter. Alright, tubers. Valve covers, distributor, and intake are off, and I had to stop at this point and do a little video. If you buy one of these old cars and they tell you this motor's been freshened up or your motor's been freshened up, no need to mess with it or whatever, I wouldn't believe them, especially after what I'm about to show you. We pulled the intake off, came back over here just to look and see what the inside of the motor looked like. And that's how we found it. just like that. So I knew immediately what it was. He dropped his Permatex cap inside the engine compartment and left it. So I would not believe anything anybody told me about a car. If I bought a car from them, I wouldn't believe anything probably. So had to stop and show that one. That's a good one there. Of course, there's no telling what's in the bottom of it. But all right, we'll bring you back. All right, Tubers. Got the head bolts out of one side. We're fixing to try to pull this head off. I don't know how hard it's going to be. Apparently not too bad. Not too terribly bad. Kind of wish I had somewhere else to put it besides on that table right there, but it'll be all right. And that's a blown head gasket for sure, and probably a stove up piston. So all kind of problems right out of the gate, Tubers. There it is. Let's see. 184, I think that's number 4. I don't know for sure, but I know it's 1843657 I believe. But anyway, a little bit of coolant right there on top, and definitely a bad wall, a bad head gasket. I can't really tell unless it was right there. I don't know. It looks like might be where it's at. But this is definitely a 350. I can tell by looking at the bore size. That's 4 inches. But I'm gonna get my little meter and I'll bring you back. All right, Tubers, we're going downhill fast. There's the second one. Going downhill in a hurry. I really don't have much hope for this block, but we'll see. We'll have it checked. But boy, that's an ugly sight. Ugly sight. We're gonna scratch around on one of these pistons and see what we got. See if it's been rebuilt before. It may not even be rebuildable, but we'll see. Bring you along. All right, YouTube. Jeff Lynn's in the garage with you. It is 3 p.m. Sunday the 22nd. And we're going to call it quits right here. We're not going to do anything else. And here's the reason why. We cleaned up that piston right there. I know it's going to be hard to see because it's kind of small. And this camera ain't worth 2 cents. But that's .060. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. I wouldn't go any further than that. I don't know if you can go any further than that. But you can tell we're already real thin with the cylinder walls. So, I mean, if you know, I don't know what the next step would be, but it's not going to be a step for this motor for me. I'll spend $1,500 on a crate motor or whatever, and then buy the intake, ignition, and head, or cam and lifters and all that I want to go in it, and we'll be done with it. We'll have a good sound motor. But this one's junk. It is junk. Anybody know what scrap iron prices are? Well, I got a few £100 of it. All right, Tubers. We will definitely be set back just a little bit, but that's okay. We'll get going and figure up a different plan of attack. It's been a pretty good Sunday right up until now, but don't feel bad for me because we're going to keep on trucking or carring, however you want to call it. I'm sure this crap happens to people all the time, but that's okay. You know, I was kind of happy when I saw what size the bore was. I knew I had a 350. But until we scratched off that piston to see what size it had been bored out to, we didn't know, and I knew that was the next step. So, but what the old sorry dog did now, and I mean sorry dog, he drained the oil out of it, I'm sure, and put brand new damn oil in there. And just in case whoever bought the car pulled the dipstick and said, oh look, it's got new oil in it. Not knowing. Alright, we'll get rid of this one, haul it off, and we'll do something different. We'll definitely do something different. So options are wide open now. Now we can do whatever we want to do. We're not confined to building a 350. If we want to go big block, we'll go big block. If we want to go smaller block, we'll go smaller block. We'll figure out what it is we want, and we'll just call it a birthday present. Alright, tubers, I want to thank everybody for putting up with these videos. I know sometimes they ain't the best in the world to watch, and sometimes you don't get a lot out of it. I know a lot of people say they do get a lot out of it, and I'm happy about that. Let me a little shot of my birdies up there. They have found a way to get in my shop and built a nest right there. There he is. And they either got some eggs in there they're sitting on, or they done hatched them out. I know there's one that keeps coming in and out with food for the other big one. She may be in there with eggs or little bitty birds, I don't know. But you can hear them coming in and out of there. So once they get through doing their business, we'll close up the hole wherever it's at. We'll have to find out where he's coming in and out. But he has no problem with me being in the shop, with one flying in and out getting food. Has no problem at all. And this is a pretty dang big shop, so I'm going to have to look around and see where that joker's coming in. All right, tubers, thank y'all again for watching, and we'll do it again.